WABG, the Delta's leading news source.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here on the ABC 6 News webcast. I'm Tanya Carter. It is Monday, April 29th, 2013. Well, a North Mississippi man makes a brief court appearance for sending deadly poison to President Obama and two other public officials. FBI agents arresting Everett Dusky before 1 Saturday morning on a charge that he made a deadly poison ricin that was sent in letters to President Barack Obama. Now, Dusky charged with knowingly developing, producing, stockpiling, transferring, acquiring, retaining, and possessing a biological agent, toxin, and delivery system for use as a weapon, to wit, ricin, and with attempting, threatening, and conspiring to do the same. Now, this is a vehicle believed to be taking James Everett Dusky to his federal court appearance this morning in Oxford, wearing an orange jumpsuit with his hands shackled. He said little during the brief hearing other than to answer the judge's questions about whether he understood the charges against him. He answered that he did. The toxin-laced letters were sent April 8th to the president, Senator Roger Wicker, and an 80-year-old Mississippi judge. An attorney from the public defender's office who has been appointed to represent Dusky declined to comment after the hearing. More details are likely to emerge at a hearing scheduled for Thursday. Now, if convicted on this charge, Dusky faces maximum possible penalties of life imprisonment and a $250,000 fine and 5 years of supervised release. Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant approves the sale of the Grenada Hospital. Bryant signing House Bill 1721 into law this week. It is legislation that allows the University of Mississippi Medical Center to take over the Grenada Lake Medical Center immediately. Grenada County, as you know, has been shopping around the county-owned Grenada Lake Medical Center since last summer. The bill would allow the Board of Supervisors to sell the building and land to UMC after 2 appraisals. Grenada County officials recently announced they had reached a tentative agreement with UMCC to take over the hospital's management. The Grenada Lake Medical Center is licensed for 128 acute care beds, 14 skilled nursing care beds, and 14 geriatric psychiatry beds. Now, if you've taken a trip out to Lake Ferguson, you've noticed a rise in water, but not to worry. The Levee Board's chief engineer, Peter Nimrod, says the water will in no way exceed the flood levels of the 2011 flood. As a matter of fact, Nimrod says there's no need to be concerned about any potential flooding. Right now, levee officials say the water is at about 44 feet. This doesn't leave any issues for the landslide. However, Lower Lake Ferguson Road is partially underwater. Right now, about 3 inches hover over the ground, but Nimrod says he expects it to increase to about a foot of water by Tuesday. Other than a slight detour for residents who own cabins on a lower road near the water, Nimrod says he doesn't expect any major problems for the city.
At 47.5, there are some inconveniences on that riverside, but as far as the land side is concerned, we don't anticipate any problems whatsoever on the land side. At that stage, we should see no kind of activity whatsoever under the levee. But we have a 30-foot tall levee out there, so we got a long way to go before it ever would overtop our levee. So things are looking good right now. We don't anticipate any problems with this little minor high water event.
Nimrod says the National Weather Service is predicting a 47.5 crest by May 10th.
You've been watching the Delta's #1 news source,